Hey everybody, my name is Landon Price, and I'm here today to give you a small devotion in between your Upwards games. I am the new middle school pastor here at First Baptist Church in Sulphur Springs, and I would love to talk to you today about God and about sports and about why we play them. And so a little bit about me. I'm from the area. I'm from Mount Vernon. I grew up playing sports. I played a lot of them in high school. I loved basketball. Got to play basketball in junior high and high school and at your age, and so really enjoy that. Anybody here today have a favorite basketball player? Anybody? Oklahoma, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, okay? Well, my favorite basketball player is Steph Curry. Maybe you know him, maybe you don't. Last year he was the MVP. If you watched the All-Star game this week, he made the half-court shot at the end. Steph Curry's a pretty good basketball player, I'd say. A little thing you may not know is when Steph was 13, that's when he accepted the Lord and surrendered his life to God and to Jesus. And so Steph today uses basketball as a way to witness, as a way to tell other people about the God that he serves and why he plays. In an interview that he did in 2013, this is what Steph said. "It's very humbling to know I am able to be on the stage that I am, and I think God has put me in this situation to change this perspective on what it is to be a man of God and play basketball in the NBA. I want to use the gifts God gave me on the court to uplift His name. That's at the forefront of why I play basketball." So there it is. Steph Curry plays basketball to show people who the Lord is in his life, to show people who don't know who Jesus is. They get to look at Steph and say, wow, he's got to serve a greater God than I know. And so that points people to the Lord. I want to read to you 1 Corinthians 10:31. It says, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God." I mean, that's pretty easy. I mean, whatever we eat. Okay, so at dinner, I want to eat because God gave me food. I can glorify Him with the way that I eat and how I eat. Well, whatever you drink, okay, I can glorify God with the things that I drink and put it into my body, and I want to be healthy for Him. But then it says, "and whatever you do, glorify God." So does that mean in sports, I play sports to glorify God? Wow. How do I play basketball to glorify God? Okay, well that's what I want to talk to you about today. Glorifying God through basketball. Well, why do we compete? Anybody know why we compete? I was told in high school by one of my coaches that competition for the world is to bring pride. It's for us to have joy. It's for us to have fun. It's for our happiness. And that's okay and that's good. We like playing basketball. We like having fun. We like playing sports. But there's a bigger purpose for that. We compete and we go against other people so that we can bring out the best in them, so that they can see how God creates masterpieces that are able to do more than what we can imagine. So our purpose in competing in sports and in basketball is so that other people can see the Lord. Our purpose is to glorify God in everything that we do, like 1 Corinthians says. I also want to read to you today Colossians 3:23. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, do it enthusiastically, not as though you're working for yourself, but as though you're working for the Lord." So what does that mean? Well, that means whatever you're doing, whether it's basketball, whether it's eating, whether it's drinking, whether it's going to school, whether it's talking to your parents, whatever you do, you want to have a good attitude about it. You want to do it with motivation, with enthusiasm, with passion. God's given you the ability to play basketball. Use that. Don't settle for being average. Use the passion that God's giving you to be incredible, loving people, to be incredible living, to be incredible playing out on the court and representing Him with your gifts and your abilities that He's giving you. I want to end by also quoting Steph again. Steph Curry, one of the greatest basketball players in the NBA right now, and maybe even all throughout history. Steph once said, "I try to use every game as an opportunity to witness, to be a witness for Christ. When I step on the floor, people should know who I represent, who I believe in." There it is, one of the greatest players in NBA saying, this is why we play, this is what we do. We do everything to glorify the Lord. And so as you go back out there on the court today to play your second half, My hope is that you would know that you're out there to glorify the Lord. You're out there to make Him famous. So with your attitude, with the way that you run down the court, with how much energy you give, do it all with enthusiasm. Do it for the Lord. Go out there and have fun, guys.